What if you could finish your entire day's work in just a few focused hours and still have energy left to build something bigger? Right now, millions of people are stuck in a loop of emails, meetings, and endless tasks that never seem to end. But a quiet shift is happening. A new generation of AI tools is changing how work gets done, not by working harder, but by working smarter. And in this video, you're going to see the exact AI tools that are redefining productivity in 2026 and how you can use them to take control of your time, your focus, and your results. Productivity today isn't about doing more tasks, it's about doing the right tasks faster, with less friction and more clarity. And in 2026, artificial intelligence has completely changed what that looks like. AI is no longer something futuristic or complicated. It's no longer just for developers or tech experts. It's now a practical, everyday assistant that can help you write, research, design, organize your day, automate repetitive work, and even think through ideas with you. But here's the challenge. There are now hundreds of AI tools available. New ones appear almost every week, and most people feel overwhelmed trying to figure out which ones actually matter and which ones are just noise. So the real problem is not a lack of tools. The real problem is knowing which tools genuinely improve your workflow and how to use them in a simple, sustainable way. In this video, we're going to fix that. We'll break down the best AI tools for productivity in 2026, not just what they are, but how they actually fit into your daily work. You'll see how each tool can help you save time, reduce mental overload, and focus on what truly matters. More importantly, you'll learn how to combine these tools into a clear system, a workflow that works for you instead of adding more complexity to your life. And the best part? You don't need to be technical. You don't need coding skills. You don't need a complicated setup. All you need is a willingness to rethink how you work and let AI handle the heavy lifting. So let's begin with the foundation of modern productivity: AI assistance. At the center of modern productivity is your AI assistant. Not just a tool you open when you're stuck, but a partner you bring into your daily workflow from the moment your day begins. Tools like OpenAI ChatGPT, Anthropic Claude, Google Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot are not just chatbots, they are thinking partners. They help you organize ideas, break down complex tasks, and move from intention to execution much faster than you could on your own. Think about how your day usually starts. You open your laptop, look at your to-do list, and maybe feel a bit overwhelmed. There are emails to write, documents to review, decisions to make, and somewhere in all of that, you still need time to think clearly. This is where your AI assistant steps in. You can use it to plan your day in minutes. You tell it your priorities, your deadlines, your available time, and it turns that into a clear, structured plan. Instead of guessing what to do next, you follow a path that's already mapped out. When it comes to writing, you no longer start from a blank page. You start with a rough idea. Maybe it's a few bullet points or a messy paragraph. You share that with your AI assistant and ask it to shape it into a clean email, a professional report, or a clear message. Then you refine it together. You adjust the tone, simplify the wording, and make sure it says exactly what you mean. Research becomes faster and more focused too. Instead of spending hours searching through pages of information, you ask direct, specific questions and receive structured answers. You can ask for summaries, comparisons, pros and cons, or step-by-step explanations. What used to take an afternoon can now take minutes. But the real shift is in how you think about AI. The mistake many people make is treating it like a search engine. They ask one question, get one answer, and stop there. That's only a fraction of what it can do. To unlock its full value, you treat it like a collaborator. You give it context, you explain your goal, you tell it what you're trying to achieve and what constraints you have. Then you ask it to improve, refine, and simplify the result. You go back and forth, just like you would with a human teammate. You can ask it to generate options, then choose the best one together. You can ask it to critique your idea and point out weaknesses. You can even ask it to suggest better approaches you hadn't considered yet. This turns AI into a thinking partner that actively supports your decision-making. Over time, this way of working compounds. Small tasks become faster, big tasks become clearer, decisions become easier, and the mental load you carry every day becomes lighter. This single shift in how you use AI can save you hours every week, hours that you can reinvest into deeper work, creative thinking, or simply having more space in your day. Modern productivity is no longer about doing everything yourself. It's about knowing how to work with intelligent tools that amplify what you can do. And at the center of that new way of working is your AI assistant, ready to think, build, and create with you every single day. Research used to mean sitting with a stack of tabs open, reading article after article, trying to figure out which source you could actually trust. You'd jump between pages, copy notes into a document, compare opinions, and slowly piece together a clear picture. It worked, but it took time, a lot of time. Today, that process is changing fast. With tools like Perplexity AI, you can compress hours of research into just a few minutes. Instead of digging through endless links, you ask a direct question and get a clear, structured answer with sources attached. You can see where the information comes from, explore those sources if you want, and keep moving forward without losing your focus. What makes this powerful is not just speed, it's how naturally you can go deeper. You can ask a complex question, then follow up with more detail, refine your angle, or explore a different perspective. It feels less like searching and more like having a guided conversation that helps you understand the topic step by step. For students, this means faster study sessions and clearer explanations. For entrepreneurs, it means making better decisions without getting stuck in research loops. For content creators, it means finding reliable information, verifying facts, and building stronger ideas without spending half the day collecting sources. But the real value is clarity. When information is organized and easy to understand, you don't just collect facts, you actually learn. You connect ideas faster, you see patterns, you make decisions with confidence, and when you understand faster, you can act faster. Writing is one of the biggest time drains in modern work. Every day you're switching between emails, reports, posts, presentations, and messages. It feels like there is always one more thing to write, one more message to send, one more draft to polish. And the time adds up fast. What looks like a simple email can quietly eat up 20 minutes. A report can stretch into hours. A presentation can take an entire afternoon. But something has changed. AI writing tools have completely shifted how writing works. What used to take hours can now be done in a fraction of the time. You can take a rough idea, even just a few bullet points, and turn it into a clear, structured message in seconds. You can outline a full blog post, rewrite a message in a more professional tone, simplify complex text so anyone can understand it, or generate multiple versions of the same content for different audiences. Think about that for a moment. Instead of staring at a blank page, you start with momentum. Instead of rewriting the same sentence 5 times, you guide the direction and let AI handle the heavy lifting. But here's the key. The real power doesn't come from letting AI do everything. It comes from using your voice first. Start with your thoughts, your perspective, your way of explaining things. Even if it's messy, even if it's just a rough draft or a few scattered lines, then bring in AI to refine, structure, and enhance what you already said. Don't copy blindly. Guide it, shape it, adjust the tone, add your personality back into the message. Make it sound like you, just clearer, sharper, and more effective. When you use AI this way, something important happens. It doesn't replace your voice, it amplifies it. Your ideas stay yours, but they become easier to express, faster to produce, and stronger in impact. And that changes everything. Because now, writing is no longer a slow, draining task. It becomes a quick, creative process. You move faster, you communicate better, you spend less time stuck on words and more time focused on your actual work. And suddenly, what used to take 2 hours can be done in 20 minutes. Meetings are part of almost every workflow today. They help teams align, share updates, and make decisions. But at the same time, they often interrupt deep work, break your focus, and quietly eat up hours of your day. It's not just the meeting itself that takes time. It's the preparation, the note-taking, and the follow-up that comes after. Think about how many times you've been in a meeting while trying to listen, understand, and also write down key points at the same time. It splits your attention. You either miss part of the conversation, or you end up with messy notes that you still have to organize later. That constant mental juggling creates fatigue. This is where AI tools step in and completely change the experience. Platforms like Otter.ai and Zoom with built-in AI features can automatically record your meetings, transcribe every word, and generate a clean, structured summary for you. Instead of worrying about capturing every detail, you can stay fully present in the conversation. You can listen carefully, contribute ideas, and respond thoughtfully, knowing that everything is being captured accurately in the background. After the meeting ends, you get a clear summary with key decisions, highlights, and action items already organized. You don't need to replay the entire meeting unless you want to double-check something specific. You don't need to spend extra time turning rough notes into something usable. It's already done. Over time, this removes a surprising amount of mental load. You free up your working memory because you're no longer trying to hold on to every detail. You also save hours each week that would normally be spent reviewing recordings, writing summaries, or clarifying what was decided. The information is already clear and shared. In a world where attention is one of your most valuable resources, tools like these give that attention back to you. They let you show up to meetings as an active participant instead of a distracted note-taker. And that small shift can make your entire workday feel lighter, more focused, and far more productive. Being busy is not the same as being productive. It's easy to fill your day with activity, meetings, and endless to-do lists, yet still feel like nothing truly important gets done. Busyness creates the illusion of progress, but real productivity is about making consistent, meaningful movement toward your goals. Without clear organization, tasks begin to pile up. Small responsibilities turn into large, overwhelming lists. Priorities get blurred. Deadlines sneak up on you, and before you know it, you're spending more time trying to keep track of work than actually completing it. This is where many people lose control of their workflow, not because they lack motivation, but because they lack a system that works. This is exactly where AI-powered productivity tools come in. Platforms like Notion, ClickUp, and Asana bring your tasks, documents, timelines, and communication into one organized space. Instead of jumping between different apps, notes, and spreadsheets, everything lives in one structured system that you can actually rely on. But the real game changer is the AI built into these tools. They don't just store your work, they actively help you manage it. AI can suggest your next steps based on your current projects. It can summarize long project updates into quick, clear insights. It can generate plans, break big goals into smaller tasks, and even help you prioritize what matters most right now. Imagine opening your workspace in the morning and instantly seeing a clear path for your day. No guessing, no confusion, no wasted time figuring out what to do next. The system guides you. It reduces mental clutter and frees up your focus so you can spend your energy on deep, meaningful work. This shift changes everything. Instead of reacting to chaos, you start operating with clarity. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you feel in control. And instead of being busy all day, you begin to make real, visible progress on the things that truly matter. At the end of the day, productivity is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters in the most efficient and focused way possible. With the right structure and the support of AI-powered tools, you can turn your workflow into a system that works for you, not against you. Repetition quietly drains your time and your energy every single day. It shows up in small, annoying ways, copying the same data from one place to another, sending the same follow-up emails, updating the same records again and again. None of these tasks are difficult, but they take up space in your day. And over time, that space turns into hours, then days, then weeks of lost productivity. Now imagine what happens when you remove that repetition. This is where automation comes in. Tools like Zapier and Make allow you to connect the apps you already use and turn manual steps into automatic workflows. Instead of you doing the work, the system handles it for you in the background. Think about a simple example. Someone fills out a form on your website. Normally, you would check your email, copy their details, create a document, maybe send a reply, and then add a task to your to-do list. It's a chain of small actions that you repeat every time a new submission comes in. With automation, that entire process becomes one smooth flow. The moment the form is submitted, an email is sent automatically, a document is created with the person's details already filled in, a task is added to your project board so nothing is missed, no copying, no switching between apps, no forgetting a step. You build the workflow once, step by step, and once it's set up, it keeps running in the background every single day, every single week, without you touching it again. That is the real power of automation. It doesn't just save time, it gives you back your focus. It removes the small, repetitive tasks that break your concentration and slow you down. Instead of spending your energy on routine work, you can spend it on creative thinking, decision-making, and the work that actually moves your goals forward. Automation turns your workflow into a system that works for you, quietly, consistently, and without mistakes. You stop being the person who manages every small task, and you become the person who designs the process once and lets it run. And that shift from doing everything manually to letting systems handle the repetition is what unlocks a completely new level of productivity. Imagine creating stunning visuals without ever opening a complicated design program. You no longer need advanced design skills to make something that looks professional. Today, tools like Canva, Adobe, and Figma have transformed the way we design. Their AI-powered features can generate layouts, images, and even branding elements almost instantly. All you have to do is describe what you want, and the system brings it to life. Think about it. No more struggling with alignment, color palettes, or endless font choices. The AI handles all of that for you, leaving you with polished results in seconds. Whether it's a social media post, a presentation, or a full branding kit, these tools make it possible. For business owners, content creators, and marketers, this is a game changer. You can produce professional visuals quickly and consistently without hiring a full design team or spending hours learning complex software. It frees up your time to focus on strategy, content, and growing your brand. And the best part? The more you use these AI tools, the smarter they get. They learn your style preferences and start generating ideas that match your brand's unique look and feel. Design has never been more accessible. Whether you're starting your first business, creating content for an audience, or managing a brand, AI tools make professional design effortless. You describe your vision, and the system delivers it. In just a few clicks, you can create images that capture attention, layouts that look like they came from a top design studio, and visuals that tell your story perfectly. No experience needed, no steep learning curves, just results. So if you've ever thought professional design was out of reach, now it's within your grasp. AI-powered design tools are opening doors for anyone who wants to create stunning visuals, fast, and with total ease. Not long ago, creating high-quality content was a challenge. It meant investing in expensive cameras, microphones, and lighting. You needed complex editing software, and mastering it could take months, sometimes even years. For most people, producing polished videos or podcasts felt out of reach. But today, that's changing. Thanks to AI, many of the technical hurdles are disappearing. Tools now exist that can handle tasks once reserved for trained editors. You can generate professional voiceovers without stepping into a recording booth. Subtitles can be created automatically, perfectly timed to your speech. Even complex scene editing, like transitions, effects, or color correction, can be done in just a few clicks. Platforms like Descript, Runway, and 11 Labs are leading this transformation. Descript allows you to edit video as easily as editing text. Runway can generate entire scenes or remove backgrounds instantly. 11 Labs produces realistic, lifelike voiceovers that sound like they were recorded by a professional actor. Combined, these tools make it possible to produce high-quality content using nothing more than a laptop and an idea. What does this mean for creators? It means anyone can start creating, sharing, and building an audience. You no longer need a studio or a team to make something that looks and sounds professional. Your creativity is the only limit. Whether you want to start a YouTube channel, launch a podcast, or create social media videos, these AI tools put the power in your hands. And the best part? They're learning and improving every day. The technology is getting faster, smarter, and more intuitive. Every new feature brings you closer to producing content that's not just good, but exceptional, without spending months learning complex software or breaking the bank on equipment. In short, AI is leveling the playing field. It's giving everyone a voice, a platform, and the tools to bring their ideas to life. If you've ever wanted to create, now is the time. The barriers are gone, the possibilities are endless, and your audience is waiting. Information is only useful if you can find it exactly when you need it. Think about all the notes, documents, and ideas you've collected over the years. Without a system, they're just scattered fragments, hard to locate, hard to use. This is where AI-powered knowledge systems come in. They don't just store your information, they organize it in a smart, structured way. Every note, every idea, every document is connected, searchable, and instantly retrievable. It's like having a personal assistant who remembers everything for you and finds it in seconds. Imagine asking a question about your own notes. Instead of flipping through pages or scrolling endlessly, you get a clear, concise answer, drawn from the information you've already collected. No more lost ideas, no more wasted time searching. Over time, this system grows with you. The more you add, the smarter it becomes. Your personal knowledge system evolves, learning the way you think, the way you work, and the way you organize your ideas. It becomes an extension of your mind, helping you focus on creating, solving problems, and making decisions instead of hunting for information. With AI-powered knowledge systems, your ideas are not just stored, they're activated. They're accessible, useful, and ready to support you whenever, wherever you need them. It's a smarter, faster way to work, to learn, and to grow.
Even if you're not a developer, the world of coding doesn't have to feel out of reach anymore. Thanks to AI-powered tools, building websites, apps, and automations has become faster and more accessible than ever. Imagine having a personal coding assistant right at your fingertips, one that can generate the code you need in seconds, explain exactly what each function does, and even help you fix errors before they become a problem. That's exactly what tools like GitHub Copilot and Replit offer. With GitHub Copilot, for example, you can start writing a function and watch as it suggests the next lines of code, helping you move from concept to working solution without getting stuck on the details. Replit, on the other hand, lets you experiment and test code instantly in the cloud, giving you feedback in real time. Even if you've never written a single line of code before, these tools guide you through the process. They help you understand not just what to write, but why it works, turning learning and building into one seamless experience. This is more than just convenience. It lowers the barrier to creating digital products, meaning you don't need years of experience to start solving problems, automating tasks, or building custom solutions for your work or business. Think about it. You could automate repetitive workflows, create your own app for a small business idea, or even build a unique website that reflects your personal brand, all without spending months learning a programming language. AI-powered coding tools are making it possible to do more in less time and with far less frustration. The best part? As these tools learn from millions of lines of code, they keep getting smarter, offering better suggestions, detecting mistakes faster, and even helping you optimize your code for performance. It's like having a co-pilot who's always ready to help you reach your destination. So whether your goal is to build, learn, or simply experiment, AI coding tools are opening doors to possibilities that used to be limited to professional developers. And the sooner you start exploring them, the faster you can turn your ideas into real, working solutions. By embracing these tools, you're not just writing code, you're stepping into a new era where creating digital solutions is easier, faster, and more accessible than ever before. Data can feel overwhelming at first. Rows, columns, endless numbers, and no clear direction. But this is exactly where AI steps in and changes everything. Instead of staring at spreadsheets trying to figure out what matters, you can now upload your data and simply ask questions in plain language. No coding, no complex formulas. Just ask, what are my best-selling products? Or, which month had the highest growth? And AI instantly scans your data to give you clear, direct answers. Behind the scenes, advanced tools like OpenAI models, Google Cloud AI, and Microsoft Power BI are designed to process huge amounts of information in seconds. What used to take hours or even days can now be done almost instantly. But it doesn't stop at answers. AI can turn your raw numbers into simple visual summaries, charts, graphs, and dashboards that make trends easy to understand at a glance. Instead of guessing what your data means, you actually see the story behind it. Even more powerful, AI can give you recommendations. It can highlight patterns you might miss, predict future outcomes based on past performance, and suggest actions to improve your results. For example, it might show you which product category is declining, which customers are most valuable, or where you're losing revenue. This means you don't need a full analytics team to make smart, data-driven decisions. Small businesses, freelancers, startups, anyone working with data can now make confident decisions using tools that were once only available to large companies. In simple terms, AI turns data from something confusing into something useful. It helps you move faster, understand your business better, and make decisions based on facts instead of guesswork. So instead of being buried in spreadsheets, you're finally in control of your data. And that's a powerful place. The real power of AI tools isn't in using one app at a time. It's in how you connect them together into a system that actually supports your daily life. Think about your day from the moment you wake up. Instead of jumping straight into messages or random tasks, you start with clarity. You open your AI assistant and map out your priorities. What matters today? What can wait? What needs your full attention? In just a few minutes, you've created a clear plan instead of reacting to everything that comes at you. Then the system begins to work for you. Routine tasks that used to take up your time start happening automatically. Emails get filtered. Notes get organized. Repetitive actions get handled in the background. You're no longer spending your energy on small, draining tasks that don't move your life forward. When it's time to communicate, you don't struggle to find the right words. You use writing tools to express your ideas clearly and confidently. Whether it's a message, a proposal, or a post, you're able to communicate faster and with more impact, without overthinking every sentence. At the same time, your projects stay on track. You use smart project tools that show you what's been done, what's next, and what needs attention. You're not guessing or relying on memory. You can see your progress, step by step, and that creates momentum. And here's the key. All of these tools are connected. Your planning flows into your tasks. Your tasks flow into your communication. Your communication supports your projects. Everything works together as one system. When that happens, productivity stops feeling forced. You're not pushing yourself to work harder. You're simply following a structure that supports you. And that's where the real shift happens. You move from being busy to being intentional, from feeling overwhelmed to feeling in control. Because when your tools work together, your day works better. Imagine this. A client sends you a message. It could be a request, a problem, or a new opportunity. In the past, you would open the message, read through it, think about what they want, and then start organizing everything manually. But now, something different happens. Your AI assistant instantly reads the message and understands the core request. It summarizes the key points clearly, pulls out the important deadlines, and highlights exactly what needs to be done. No confusion. No wasted time. At the same moment, your project management tool kicks in. Tasks are created automatically. Each step of the project is broken down into clear actions, assigned to the right people with timelines already in place. You haven't typed a single thing yet. Next, your writing tool gets to work. Based on the client's request and your previous communication style, it drafts a professional response. The tone is right. The structure is clear. It sounds like you on your best day. You review it, make a few quick edits, and approve. Then your automation system takes over. It sends the response, schedules a follow-up, logs the interaction, and updates your CRM. It even sets reminders so nothing slips through the cracks. All of this happens in minutes. No switching between dozens of apps. No repeating the same tasks over and over. No mental overload from trying to keep track of everything. Instead, you focus on what actually matters. Thinking, creating, making decisions, building relationships. This is not a distant idea. This is already starting to happen right now. The way we work is changing. Workflows are becoming smarter. Systems are becoming connected. And individuals are becoming more powerful because they are supported by intelligent tools that handle the busy work. The future of work isn't about working more hours. It's about working with smarter systems that move as fast as your ideas. And when everything is connected like this, what used to take hours now takes minutes. That is the future of work. Many people make one big mistake when they start using productivity tools. They try to use too many at once. They download 5 different apps, sign up for multiple AI assistants, set up complicated systems, and within a few days, everything feels messy, confusing, and overwhelming. Then they give up. Not because the tools don't work, but because there were simply too many of them. Here's the truth. Productivity doesn't come from having more tools. It comes from using the right tools the right way. So instead of trying to do everything at once, start simple. Pick one assistant. Just one. Use it every day until it feels natural. Let it help you write, plan, think, and solve problems. Then choose one organization tool. This is where your ideas live, your tasks stay visible, and your projects move forward. Keep it clean. Keep it clear. Use it daily. And finally, pick one automation tool. Something that saves you time by handling repetitive work in the background. Nothing complicated. Just one simple system that makes your life easier. That's it. One assistant. One organization tool. One automation tool. Master those three first. Build the habit. Build the consistency. Build the clarity. And only after that, expand slowly if you need to. Because real productivity isn't about complexity. It's not about how many tools you use. It's about how clearly you work and how consistently you show up. Simple systems, clear focus, consistent action. That's what actually gets results. AI is powerful. There's no doubt about that. It can write, design, analyze, and automate tasks in seconds that used to take hours. But at the end of the day, it is still just a tool. What truly makes the difference is you. Your creativity, your judgment, your vision. Those are things no machine can replace. AI can give you speed. It can give you efficiency. It can even give you ideas. But it doesn't know your purpose. It doesn't understand your audience the way you do. It doesn't carry your experiences, your intuition, or your unique perspective on the world. That's where your value lives. The smartest way to use AI is not to replace yourself, but to free yourself. Let AI handle the routine work, the repetitive tasks, the things that drain your time and energy. Let it organize your thoughts, draft your first ideas, process your data, and manage the small details. So you can focus on what actually moves the needle. Strategy, building real relationships, creating meaningful ideas. Those are the things that build businesses, grow brands, and create long-term impact. When you combine your human strengths with AI speed, you become more than productive. You become powerful in a new way. You stop being busy and you start being intentional. So don't think of AI as a replacement. Think of it as leverage. A tool that gives you more time to think, more space to create, and more freedom to lead. Because in the end, the future won't be built by AI alone. It will be built by people who know how to use it wisely. The future of work is not about replacing humans. It's about expanding what humans can do. For years, people have feared that artificial intelligence would take their jobs, replace their creativity, and make human effort less valuable. But the reality unfolding in front of us tells a very different story. AI is not here to replace human potential. It's here to multiply it. Think about it. The tools we use have always shaped how far we can go. From the invention of the printing press to the rise of the internet, every major leap in technology has expanded human capability. AI is simply the next leap, and possibly the biggest one yet. Today, a single person can design, write, analyze data, build software, create videos, and run entire businesses with the help of intelligent tools. What once required a full team can now be done by one focused individual with the right systems in place. But the real difference is not the technology itself. It's how you choose to use it. Those who learn to use AI effectively will move faster. They will make better decisions. They will test more ideas, explore more opportunities, and execute at a level that was impossible just a few years ago. They will think bigger, because limitations that once held them back are disappearing. And they will create more impact, because they can turn ideas into reality at speed. The future of work will belong to people who combine human creativity with AI capability. Not those who resist it, but those who master it. Because in the end, AI doesn't replace human value. It amplifies it. And the people who understand this will shape the future. AI assistants help you think. They're not just answering questions, they're helping you break down problems, explore ideas, and see options you didn't notice before. When you're stuck, they help you move. When you're overwhelmed, they help you simplify. They become a thinking partner that keeps your mind clear and focused. Research tools help you learn. Instead of spending hours searching, filtering, and comparing, these tools gather the right information for you. They summarize, highlight patterns, and connect ideas across sources. So you don't just collect information, You actually understand it faster and deeper. Writing tools help you communicate. Ideas only matter when you can express them clearly. Writing tools turn rough thoughts into structured messages. They improve clarity, tone, and flow so your message lands exactly how you want it to. Whether it's an email, a script, or a report, they help you say it better. Automation tools save time. Repetitive tasks drain your energy. Automation removes the busy work so you can focus on what really matters. From scheduling to data entry to content posting, these tools quietly handle the routine so your day feels lighter and more efficient. And when you combine all of them into one system, everything changes. Thinking becomes clearer, learning becomes faster, communication becomes smoother, and your time opens up. That's when productivity stops feeling like effort and starts feeling natural. You don't need more time. What you really need is a better system, a smarter way to use the hours you already have. And now, you have the tools to build that system. You don't have to change everything overnight. You don't need 10 different apps or a complicated workflow. Just start small. Pick one tool from this list. Or maybe two. Something simple that solves one real problem in your day. Maybe it helps you plan your tasks. Maybe it helps you write faster. Maybe it helps you organize your ideas or automate something that used to take hours. Start there. Because once you build one small system that works, something powerful happens. You save a little time. You reduce a little stress. You get a small win. And that small win gives you momentum. Then you improve it. You add another piece. You refine what's already working. And before you know it, you don't just feel more productive. You actually are. Your work flows better. Your thinking is clearer. Your time is used with intention. That's how real productivity is built. Not with hacks or quick fixes, but with systems that grow with you. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just choose your starting point and begin today. And if this helped you see things a little differently, share your thoughts. Let us know which AI tool you're excited to try first. And if you want more simple, practical ideas like this to improve the way you work and live, make sure you subscribe and stay with us.